Yes, people, we are here. This is the Straightjacket podcast 165. We are here just in one piece because I tell you what, Storm Eunice, she's not having you, mate. She's not having us.
I'm cycling like that. It's like I'm doing, those what they call those dancers who just
Hokey pokey.
No, those dancers that do the like.
Oh
freeze.
yeah. I know what you mean.
I'm cycling freeze, mate.
Mate, I'm telling you, it's no laughing joke, mate. You know what, man? This Storm Eunice, you know what I mean? She's not happy and she's causing a scene because, you know what I mean? Whoever found out about Eunice as well. Imagine your name, because apparently they assess it on the person who finds it.
Yeah,
so imagine you're Eunice and you're walking around and then you're the geologist and everyone knows in the area and then everyone blames you. Eunice, you caused this.
Eunice got a bit too giddy like Man United fans after the Leeds win, mate. I'm telling you.
Listen, we're having it. We're having it, man. Man, this storm took my fence out. I'm telling you, man. Big up to everybody who's watching.
But joking aside, seriously,
course,
there are people who are affected by it. It's to do with climate change. Some of you come for me anyway, no problem. But it's to do with climate change, and it keeps happening, and it's going to happen again and again. So those people who are losing their livelihoods, their homes, all of that. Shout out to them, man. Love and respect to them, man.
Absolutely. Big up to everybody. Someone say Nuruddin wearing the Glazer out colours. Always, man. Nuruddin representing, man. You know what I mean? Everywhere you go, always take Nuruddin with you.
Always, mate. Glazer, banker.
Absolutely.
They're on it today, mate. Have you seen the Man? Somebody sending me, because I don't follow Man United anymore.
What?
People are sending me the snapshots of Man United. They feel good facts because we beat Leeds. Like, the full-on propaganda, but we'll discuss that more in the calling.
Yeah, absolutely.
If any of you disagree, if any of you are positive, stay tuned after this
Well, I'm positive, Nuruddin.
Right, you'll be calling in. I'll call you all in, mate. I'll call you all in.
Big Steve getting cut, Man City. Always, man. Listen, we're going to give the fire to Big Steve. Don't worry about that.
Is that tonight?
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? Man City.
Harry Kane, mate.
It's funny irony, though, isn't it? Harry Kane. They wanted to win it all summer.
He caned them, mate. He caned them, mate. They were naughty. City were naughty.
Oh, my days. But big up to everybody who's watching.
But what's Kyle Walker doing? First of all, it's only English players that do that. British players have absolute no sense. You've just made it 2-2, but it's still about 5 minutes injury time. So why are you giving the ball away in a senseless area? Right? I know. And then you don't defend it when the ball comes in the box, you get bullied. And you know how Harry Kane plays?
Yeah, of course.
You see him for England. You train with him.
I know. Listen, it is what it is, people. But forget City. This is the United channel. This is the Straightjacket podcast.
Listen, win or lose, or they win the treble. Listen, nobody wants to know nothing.
Well,
it's not making the news, mate.
There you go. There you go, people.
By the way, also shout out Foden.
But who do you want to win the league?
Listen, shout out Foden and his mum, by the way.
Oh yeah. You know what?
Absolutely. Those people, man. Leave the guy alone, man.
Yeah, man. I probably was Scousers as well, man.
Leave the kid alone.
Come on, there's football rivalry.
Yeah, he's out with his family, and then you're going for his mum. Like, chill out, people. Chill out. To be fair, they should have just closed the door, but when everybody's liquored up, innit?
Yeah, everybody, 100%. I think it's the case control policy.
If you can't control your sharab, man, don't do it.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't control the sharab, you can't have it.
Exactly. Carlos Collado is saying, why United fans getting giddy about beating Leeds? They should be talking about conceding 2 goals in 4. Listen, Straightjacket podcast. We give you the highs, we give you the lows. But I think for me, personally, you know what I mean? I think that was a brilliant win. It was emotional. Listen, if you want to watch my watch-along, absolutely emotional. But you know what, man? When I see Ralph Rangnick fist up his pumping in, you know what I mean? And he's enjoying it, man. I just, for me, want a bit of respect for Ralph Rangnick because I'm seeing Danny Murphy on the radio talking absolute nonsense. I see a lot of people saying, oh, well, he's only a director of football and he's this and that. For me, I look at Ralph Rangnick and I believe that he's been impacted United in a good way. And he's showing signs that he's been capable as a very, very good, strong candidate for me, in this interim role for me, that he's been doing well. I just don't like the disrespect played on Ralph Rangnick's part.
You know what?
That's all I want to say.
There's level of giddiness and there's level of giddiness.
Yeah.
But I say, you know what? Ralph Rangnick has made an impact because we're not getting smashed by 4 or 5.
There you go.
Right? So that can be said something. But for me, I think Ralph Rangnick has been hamstrung like every manager of Man United has been hamstrung. So at the end of the day, we only saw his style of play for half an hour. We only saw it for half an hour against Crystal Palace. The players have been mollycoddled, looked after, and there's something going on at the club. And I think I put the tweet out there and people are gonna say the former manager made this place like everybody relaxed, everybody's chilled, there's no accountability. He's come in. I've enjoyed Ralph Rangnick era. I've enjoyed watching the press conferences, but you see what the club do? They say you need a spin doctor, mate. You need an Ashton of your own.
Of course.
So for me,
but do you think it's so well to handle the media?
Listen to me. I like the fact that he's off the hip and he's refreshingly honest. But aspect of Man United PR is creeping into his
of course. But he's not falling for it. You know, did you see when he talked about Fletcher? You know what I mean? This is what you call.
How long have I been calling?
Yeah, of course.
How long have I been saying, what are you doing?
Yep, absolutely. But he's actually being blunt. I don't know what he does.
All I did was I didn't even put anything for the top red. I just put laughing emojis and just quote tweeted what he said. Yeah. Like, it's refreshing. Man. But Danny Murphy, first of all, he can't talk about winning the league because he never done it, mate. You can't talk about people over celebrating. You celebrate every time you score, right? You celebrate like you won the World Cup, mate. So calm down, right? But at the end of what he says, 2 wins doesn't make everything rosy. Rosy.
I understand that.
I agree with Danny Murphy. 2 wins against the Leeds, who play in a particular way, doesn't make it rosy. It doesn't. This is where we have to have context. Leeds play to our strength. Leeds play 1-1 all over the pitch, and their strikers and that don't even go with Lindelof. So that's why Lindelof for me got the man of the match yesterday. He's been magnificent.
I think Sancho, but Lindelof brilliant.
Listen, we've been sat here and you know I'm there to eviscerate him as much as anybody else, calling him Lindesoft and everything else, right?
Same.
But this season he's performed way better. More quality than Maguire.
He's got a bite about
better than Maguire. So for me, like what he did and shows you, can Lindelof do that against any other team? I dare you, Lindelof, do that against Atletico Madrid. Man United can see the right, left, and centre. So Leeds is a unique game. They play a unique way. I thought the way they were going to play last season when we got the 1-1 draw, those the 1-1
when they defend solid defensively.
They defended. I thought they were going to do that, but Bielsa was like, you know what? I've got the crowd. Man United can't defend, and I'm going to go for it. But again, sleepy FC. Honestly, Ralph Rangnick goes around and they pass out cocos. You know, like hot chocolate, like you're ready for bed. Yeah, what are they called? Horlicks? Is it called Horlicks?
Yeah, Horlicks. Yeah.
Horlicks FC, mate. Half time.
I don't understand that. By the way,
they come
I
out
don't understand it,
and they're sleeping.
You know what it is? Yeah, big up to Mr. Dan United. Buzzing we beat Leeds Atletico is a real test.
Listen,
absolutely.
I'm happy.
I think Ralph Rangnick is doing his job. But these players, for me, it's almost as if they're so relaxed, and their mentality for me is like I call them like glass. You know what I mean? They're easily broke. You can easily break glass, can't you?
Horlicks, mate.
That's what I'm trying to say. And I feel like they come out with this feeling of, you know what, we're invincible here, 2-0 up. The game, when 2-0 is a dangerous scoreline in football. 2-0. You think you've got this overall confidence, but in reality, it's not. And that's what happened.
But explain why is 2-0 a dangerous scoreline?
Because at the end of the day, one goal changes everything.
One goal, psychological shift.
Yeah.
Psychological shift. Huge psychological shift. They had a chance, the chance when it was 2-2. If they bang that in, we're not coming back from that.
No, you know what? That was a chance as well. I think who had a shot? I think someone had a shot.
I think it was one of the young strikers. I mean, and this is another thing as well. Let's put into context. They're missing 5 of their best first team players as well. Let's put it into context.
And they rested Rafinha for 1.5.
No, but I think they fall out. Him and Bielsa fall out. So.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Bielsa had to because they knew that the Allen Road crowd are going to come out and bloody get on the pitch, mate. He didn't want the riots.
Mate, talk about riots, mate.
He didn't want any riots. He didn't want any
game
riots.
Leeds as well. Bloody hell, mate.
They waited 18 years.
I know.
18 years. This has been, that's what I try to explain to people. I broke it down. Why is this hostility like that? It's War of the Roses. They're in like Yorkshire. We're in Lancashire. It's the House of Lancaster. Listen, we're in the like House of Lancaster. Lancaster's not that far, but we're part of that Lancashire era. This is the House of York. Cricket, Lancashire, Yorkshire. Battle of the Roses. So all of this economical, the first time in the industrial revolution. Cities vying for, you know, all of that slave money. You know that, don't you? All of that slave shipping money. Who was getting developed? And then, obviously, we had Sir Matt Busby. They had done Rivy. You know what I mean? Howard Wilkinson then won the league with them. Then Fergie took over and said bye-bye. Then the Cantona. So they hate us more than we hate them. You know what I mean? To them, it's you don't understand. I don't think you understand. You know, in some of their things, my friend who's a United fan, he goes undercover sometimes. Yeah. Another guy who I know as well, I'm not on the name. They go undercover on Leeds, like Leeds Twitter and Leeds social media.
Of course.
They don't even call us Man United. They don't. They call us scum. mank, scum.
Yeah.
That's why people's like, why do you call them? I was like, listen, I'm not cussing every Leeds fan. I love Leeds. It's a funky city. I've had many a great night
rivalry,
in Leeds.
the football rivalry.
Yeah, many a great night in Leeds. But some of their hooligans are racist and scum. I'm saying that there. Now, every football club has them, but Leeds have just a little bit more. If we are all being honest.
Also, I don't agree with the United fans bringing the Turkey flag.
Yeah,
that should be out there as well.
No, they should.
We don't do that.
But to be fair, United fans are bringing the flag because there is a section of Leeds fans. Every time we've ever played them, they sing Munich songs.
I know, but still, two wrongs don't make a right.
I understand that, but absolutely. I understand why United fans would bring because they're sick of them hearing Munich. They refer to Man United as Munich.
Yeah, of course.
That's the name they call Man United. Munich. Are you Munich? And by the way, like I said, there's no love lost between me and them because 20 of those skinheads nearly murdered me, mate. I'll never forget that.
Yeah, of course, absolutely.
I'll never forget. That's why I'll never go away.
And that's how the game planned out. It was very, very feisty. You know what I mean? It was very, very kind of the first half dominated Nuruddin. Like I said to you, we got involved in the game. Paul Pogba, Sancho, you know what I mean? Them two there, Nuruddin. You know what, man? They're for me, they're the two kingpins of Man United right now, especially Pogba and Sancho.
But it's context that it's against Leeds.
But you have to play in front of your.
I know that, but listen, if we play Leeds every week, we're winning the league. We're winning the Champions League, mate.
Right. I tweeted it. Right, we play Leeds every week.
That's it, right? We're not going to play Leeds every week. So at the end of the day, for me, it's Leeds. I just take the result. We've beaten them home and away. We smashed them by 4 goals.
Someone asking about context about the Turkish flags.
Right. So the Turkish flag, basically, Leeds played Galatasaray in Turkey. Leeds are quite rowdy. They're some of their away fans are rowdy. Anyway, and you don't need to encourage Galatasaray fans. They're fanatics. They're psychos.
Yeah, of course.
Put it this way. Man United played Leeds. A policeman punched Cantona. A policeman that was supposed to be watching the crowd punches Cantona. Him and Cantona having a scrap. So they're fanatics. And then I think 2 Leeds fans got stabbed. One of them died, or 2 of them died. One of them died. I think one of them died. So it is a bit of a sore point, like in terms of that. To me, bringing Turkish flags, Man United shouldn't do it, but I understand why United do it. Because I do. Because when you sing Munich songs and you've been doing it for all your lifetime, right?
No. Can I just put in that one?
Listen,
for me, United,
I understand it.
We have class.
I don't condone it, but I understand it.
No, because
there's
we
a
have
difference.
Class. We have class. Football fans have to have class, and football fans need to understand that football goes. You don't take, these kind of situations to football. Let's stick to football rivalry. Let's have the banter. When they were singing songs about Greenwood, he's one of your own. Yeah. I get that, Norrie. That's football banter.
No, listen, banter is nothing. But when they're singing Munich songs,
for me, I personally,
for me, Munich is a personal thing to me.
Yeah, right? Of course, it's a personal thing.
I love Man United,
absolutely,
and the history of Man United and what that team did. And that's one of the most amazing things. When I heard about that as a kid, it made me fall in love with Man United. So anybody using that against us, I can't.
Again, it's a minority.
It's like the same.
Again, it's a minority.
Like Liverpool fans and City fans do sing Munich songs well. And Liverpool fans, some United fans pretend they're choking. Like, I understand it, but I don't condone it. Do
you honestly think, though, that this part of football has to get out, this culture of football?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we hear it in a stadium.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't like it.
You're right next to it.
Yeah, I don't like it.
For me, I personally believe, you don't have to get to that level. You can hear it in my vlogs. No. And for me, it's quite sad when I hear it because at the end of the day, people lost their lives and we shouldn't be taking football to that level. But that's a whole nother conversation.
For me, but there's a big difference. I ain't been understanding that that's a reality.
Okay, you've understood
right?
it. Yeah,
I understand it, but I don't condone it. I rather we don't, because banter, there's so much thing to banter each other about.
Yeah, of course.
Than to go on people who've lost their lives.
There you go.
To me, that should be out. But to me, United fans, every United fans who's gone away knows throughout the years, Leeds, when they come to Old Trafford or when we go there, throughout the years, they would always sing and they would always gesture the plane.
And for
they
me,
would always do that.
It has to stop.
And that's the reason
and
why
fans have to stop.
Yeah.
With the Liverpool thing.
Exactly. And that's what, to me, I'm disgusted by that. I don't hate Liverpool fans. I dislike their football club because of the rivalry, but I don't have any hatred for any human beings or anywhere else. And celebrating somebody's death. That's why I can't understand. When I hear Munich chants, I'm like, and especially one from City fans, I'm like, people from Manchester died.
Yeah.
So many of them.
Families.
You know what? Some of them were City fans.
Yeah,
some of those journalists were City fans.
Yeah, I think, you know what I mean, like I said to you, if that kind of thing has no place in football. Big up to Mr. Danny Knight for the super chat. He goes, not going to lie, I was fuming when we took Pogba off. Obviously, it looks like a super sub now, but was it just luck? He was world class. For me, this is where I say RANGNICK impact here. Would Oli have done that?
Nah. To me, yesterday's in-game management,
absolutely top class. Top class. And this is where I'm going at. And this is where people need to say to me, you know, when you're telling me stop, get giddy, that is why I'm happy with RANGNICK. Because at the end of the day, last season, I was losing my hair. Honestly, mate, I was losing my hair. Not honestly.
Man United,
this is where United fans, you have to listen carefully. He's making decisions, that you have to say to him, fair play, RANGNICK. Because he don't care about you.
Listen, big up Mr. United. Check my tweet. I said, my tweet was that, check Mr. United, if you follow me.
Absolutely,
if you follow me, check out my tweet. I wrote, are we going for a draw? Wow. Is that why you're bringing him on? And then second later, he scored. I said, that aged well.
Because you know why?
That aged well.
Because you know why? Because people, what you got to realize here, he's seen the game. He's a very, very methodical man, Ralph RANGNICK. He analyzes the game. This is a guy that is meant to be the professor of football. He analyzes the game. So what he realizes, in-game manager is key. What happened in the Brighton game? He said, you know what? We're going to go back to 4-2-3-1. They can't play 4-3-3. United more composed. He brought Pogba on. He brought left back in Luke Shaw. Was it Lamptey? He brought in Telles to kind of help, doubling up Ralph RANGNICK. Ralph RANGNICK is having an impact on United. Whether the players...
In-game management. And your boy Olachino will never do that. You know
I don't want him, by the way. I don't want him. He lost again. You know that? He lost again the other week on Friday. He's a one-game manager. You know, in terms of one game, one-off, he can do it well.
By the way, no, it's Olachino, you know.
He's not magic, you know.
He's not magic, mate. He's Olachino, mate. Olachino would wait. You know what? One of the biggest things the biggest thing I know about Olachino, is that 70 minutes, he sits there after 70 minutes and in 80 minutes starts making changes. Yeah. It's the arrogance. I'm like, no. So to me, yesterday's in-game management, Ralph RANGNICK, absolutely shut me up. Spot on. Both subs come on, score. Fred comes on, starts looking to inner Brazilian, and on the outwards is all Stoke. Inside, he found the Fred Brazilian.
Yeah, Fred Brazilian.
Without
Brazilian.
Without wonder of a left foot. And those people who say the keeper should have saved that, it was gone past him before he even got set.
Exactly.
Like, so nobody was saving that, mate. No. Nobody, unless it hits your body.
Yeah, of course.
Unless it hits your body because you put your body on the way, right? But for me, Fred impacted the game brilliantly.
Elanga did as well, getting forward, energy on the right-hand side. You know, as much as he missed the chance, he did give a bit of energy. That was what happened. In that game, Leeds, were almost on that brink of
massively
going forward, or do we peg them back? And Fred gave a bit of energy in that midfield, which we know
Elanga would trap back.
That, for me, is the perfect game for Fred. Fred, when you're telling him to get the ball on a half turn, it's the worst Fred. When the game is absolutely high intensity.
Like I said to you.
Yeah.
It suits because they play one against one all over the pitch. Leeds play in a very unique way that plays into every Manchester United strength. All our players, from the midfield to the attackers, he plays into our strength. Why? Because everybody can leave, like McTominay, banging into people. And the other day, he could have been sent off. I thought the referee was a bit lenient on him. But you need that. You need that kind of skullduggery kind of thing in that type of game. And obviously, the rain, the weather made it. Because 1 minute I thought, when it was 2-0, I was like, they better not call this off. They better not call this off. True,
Blagama. And by the way, people, keep sending your chats. You know what I mean? I know there's a lot of people asking questions. We will get to them. Man, you guys will miss Pogba. What a player. Imagine saying he's not world class. For me, the disrespect that Paul Pogba gets for me is absolutely outrageous. And are we going to suffer, the feeling of Pogba leaving after this summer?
Yeah, but it's too late, Said. It's too late. Man United bought a Ferrari and put Nissan Micros around him. I'm blaming for the club. So for his own career, he's got to leave. Man, we've got to turn that page, start again with a new manager, new project.
It's going to be a tough watch, man. You know what I mean? You could talk about Ronaldo leaving, you know what I mean, at that time, and we didn't plan well. Just imagine not planning well after Pogba and playing McFred next season, in front of Bruno, who doesn't keep the ball well. Pogba plays better with Bruno. They work together. You see the romance. You see Bruno doing what Pogba did, flicking it over the top. They like each other. They play better together. United fans enjoy them together.
But we haven't got the team to back them up, mate.
Yeah,
so we got Maguire. He scores one
but
after
he played
30
well
assists.
yesterday. Give him credit.
Saeed, he wasn't even being challenged.
Oh, come on, man.
Leeds don't have players who play against you. Leeds go to the wide areas, try to whip a ball in.
Credit when you need to.
Saeed, listen, he was average.
Oh, come on.
It was average. I'm sorry, but it was average.
I'm
sorry. What did he do that was special?
Nuruddin, man. You can't do this,
No,
man.
I'm sorry. This is where Giddy Watch comes in.
No.
I'm sorry.
No. You have to assess things, guys.
No.
Did Maguire have an average game to you?
He had an average game.
No, man,
He did.
I'm sorry.
He had an average game.
I'm not. That's for
He's
me.
had an
You know
average
me.
game.
I've closed the book on Maguire, right?
Now listen.
But again, you have to understand game and context.
Don't get
Realist TV is saying is right, people. I think he had a very, very good game in terms of, okay, that little bit of that moment where he scored 2 goals. But on the whole, Nuruddin.
No, listen. The first goal. Listen. The first goal was nobody's fault. It was a fluke, right?
Yeah,
David De Gea in the rain.
The first goal, okay.
I don't know if you ever try to play football when it's pissing down, and you try to look up, right? And the ball's going. So it was the rain and the wind that took it away from De Gea. But the second goal, Man United should have done better. And to me, as a captain, listen to me. As a captain, you've got to say we can't start like this.
Listen, by the way, I'm not saying he had an amazing flourishing game. But I don't agree with you saying average.
But listen to me.
It's not average.
But he's
because below average. Below average is against Southampton.
No, Saeed, listen. He's been woeful all season.
Yeah,
woeful,
of course,
right?
Of course.
So yesterday after the average game doesn't turn into good because every other week he's been absolute horrendous.
Yeah.
So yesterday he went from.
So you're saying he went from below average,
to average. And then when he has a good game,
what about if I said
he's done better?
What about he did better?
That's fair.
That's fair, isn't it? Then that's all I'm saying. But that's why I didn't agree with you, and that's why I was a bit sudden on you.
Listen, he's done better than the woeful he's been putting in.
Absolutely, exactly.
So are we giving out trophies for that?
No.
No.
We're not giving out trophies.
Still, Man United start. United start. Harlix FC come out sleepy, and we concede goals within 24 seconds.
No Harry Beckenbauer. That's gone, people. But again, all I'm trying to say to you is, for me, Lindelof was, for me, the most. When you look at Lindelof, Nuruddin, how do you measure Lindelof? Oh my God, the Cats are. You told me the Cats are going to be all right.
Right. They've not done it. The vets have not done it.
Where have you gone? Cheetah Mill? Have you got Billy Road?
Oh, I went to
Ireland. Oh my God.
Today. I went to outside matches.
If I can only show you, but I don't want the camera going, mate, because at the end of the day, you know what I mean? It's going to go off, but they're running around everywhere. Nuruddin told me once we.
That's what I was told.
Bloody hell, mate.
That's what I was promised. I was promised it's going to be calm FC, mate.
What have you answered? Send me a question. Yeah, they're going to jump all over me, man. It's crazy. By the way, people, nearly 400 views watching. Please, guys, smash the like on the video. You know what I mean? Please, guys. You know what I mean?
Listen for the algorithms, people.
For the algorithms, guys.
We're on the road to 50 people. Let's go.
Smash the like on the video, people. But for me, Lindelof, how do you measure Lindelof? Because I think he's been unbelievable this season,
Yes.
But then as soon as we put him to that level, can he sustain that? He's never ever been able to sustain
Well, at this moment in time, he can. But we just need to get that truck out of the way and play him and Varane.
Yeah. But I feel like Rangnick's gone to that stage where, when you have an injury and you're out the team for a bit, it's like Van Gaal used to do that as well. Remember, he wouldn't let you come in until you were fully fit.
To be fair, but he didn't have an injury. He was ill.
He was ill, that's what I'm trying. But remember Van Gaal.
But I'm hoping that he realizes that, and genuinely, I would play Varane and Lindelof against Atletico.
Of course.
I would not go and play Maguire.
No,
I would not.
Lindelof and Varane are a best partnership. But I'm worried about Luke Shaw, and people still don't want to talk about Luke Shaw.
You used to like him, didn't you? You did say.
If I'm being honest with you,
him.
I used to defend him because at the end of the day, I would see his ability. And on his day, Luke Shaw is a very, very good left back. Yeah. But on his day, that's a key word.
To me, he's too late on the cover. Always too late on the cover. Sleepy dozy.
It's a liability.
Horlicks, mate. We need to keep the Horlicks away from him.
Luke Shaw's a liability.
No hot chocolates or Horlicks for him for halftime.
Sorry?
No Horlicks and no hot chocolate for him at halftime.
Not gonna lie, United fans are gassy. Is that what you're trying to say? That's why maybe I missed it. You know what I mean? For me, like I said to you, Sancho is doing very, very well.
Listen, that was Leeds. He's working, but his performance has improved. He's been one of our form guys recently. But let's not get too giddy. It's Leeds. That's why I'm on Giddy Watch. By the way, after this, we're going straight live on my channel. Questions, you can ring in, you can call in and have your questions answered. If you think I'm too negative, if you think that I am I'm somebody that's
too
critical.
The question of the video is, are you seeing the impact of Ralph Rangnick?
Yeah.
I didn't say we're playing unbelievably well.
No, of course I can. Of course I can.
The Rangnick impact.
You have to be deluded not to see it.
Exactly. And that's why, big up to Yusuf Ibrahim, he goes, Man United watchable again system and process has started. Have faith it's the beginning of a renaissance. I always struggle with that one. Renaissance, yeah. Maguire, McTominay, Rashford, and Shaw, classless. Replace them in the team. You will see the change. You know what? It's because there's certain moments in the game.
Big up Yusuf, by the way.
Yeah, big up to Yusuf. There's certain moments in the game, Nuruddin, where there's key transitions. And, you know, I looked at people saying to me, Wan-Bissaka had a good game. Yeah, maybe having elastic tackle. But in terms of transition, they're very, very key to what Ralph Rangnick wants to do. And Ralph Rangnick is given a solid foundation. It's about these players implementing.
But yesterday, that game was perfect yesterday for Wan-Bissaka. And that's why I'm giving Rafa credit, because he understood that he needs people who are going to put a tackle in, because the one-on-one aspect aspect of it. So he got it right. You know what I mean? He got it right. And Wan-Bissaka's not played for a while. So he was a bit rusty. You could see that he's a bit rusty.
Is that right, you reckon? Big up to Divi.
Yeah, of course he is. Of course, because he's British. It's the British thing, isn't it? Racket protection. Him and Maguire get protected. I posted a thing that
crazy. How can
people are coming
like
it's not even Paul Merson, to be honest, to be fair to him, when Man United bought him, he was like, you shouldn't buy him. And
why is he changed his tune?
But now, because you got to protect the guy in it. He's one of the lads in it. They're not even realizing they're doing it, but it's one of the lads. And then Sherwood. Oh my god. Saying about Varane. Varane's been our best player. Best defender by a mile this season.
You know what? Maybe they're looking at, you know, certain situations and they're seeing that, you know, United, you know, because the British lads were the ones that were, you know, we looked at and thought, yeah, man, they're the United DNA under Ollie and whatnot. That was the motive. But now that you're seeing Dalot producing and you see some of the more kind of players from, you know, foreign import, they're producing now, so they don't like it.
They don't. It's something instinctive, and it's same with the media when it comes to other countries.
Yeah,
in the mainstream media, not just in sport. That's how it is. They will always protect British people and English players. They will always do it.
Yeah.
And they go, oh, Man United. I was saying to you, if Man United want to play progressive football, Maguire's not the guy. He turns and he's too heavy-footed. So when he turns one way, he's not agile enough to turn back.
Yeah.
And he's too heavy-footed. Too heavy-footed he is. At the end of the day, but they show themselves up. I don't usually give them airtime, but I had to tweet that and go, because it's an example, because I've been banging on about this for years and years. Been trying to, I call it racket protection, mate. It's a racket. British football media racket protection. They will always protect, especially if you get even extra protection. We know that's a fact.
And you know, for me, again, big up to you, Hector Rico. So what makes Saka better than Sancho? He finally might make top 4. Relax, bro. Sancho be record room. For me, Sancho has become a revelation under Rangnick. You know what I mean? When you look at it, Nuruddin, you know, the confidence.
To be fair, he's had injuries. It was a weird time coming over.
But you know, people say to him that he's been playing bad. I don't think he's been playing bad.
No.
It was always about. But that's what the people, you know, banter and people rivalry.
No, it takes time to transit. Listen,
when you look at flop, mate, you might want to look down the road, mate. Look at 100 million man.
Look at Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish moves from Villa to City.
City, yeah.
And look, what has he done?
Well, he's got the same goals as Elanga. You know, but we won't talk about that, will we?
Listen, what has he done? At the end of the day, it's simple as this, right? He's developed in a German-style football, and that game yesterday was a German-style game where there's loads of transitions. It's one-on-one all over the pitch, and he played well.
That's why, for me, he separates from Rashford, you know, in terms of transitions.
Now, the touch to set
control,
the touch to set up that pass. I don't think you guys appreciate that pass. Under those conditions, the one to let for the Fred goal, is if it's any way off that pass, Fred can't strike the ball like that. He can't strike the ball like that. He can't strike that. He's going to try to cross it. But the way he tapped it, that deft touch, that's what it is. His deft touch. Yeah, he absolutely wellied it, and he went in. So for me, just for that, for me, just showed. And obviously the other deft touch as well. In the rain as well, where he knew he can't hit it normally. He can't try to cross it hard because of the rain. He just hit it. Look on top of the
of course. I know,
and he looped perfect for him.
I just like the fact that he's brimming with confidence now. The swagger, the goals. You know, when you look at
it's against Leeds. I'm not getting giddy
again. I don't.
If he does that against Atletico, then we're singing.
Nuruddin. What is it?
I'm on Giddy Watch, people. I'm on Giddy
Watch.
You're
on Giddy Watch too much.
I'm on Giddy Watch.
Let's assess each game and let's assess the confidence of Sancho. Big up to Div G Aurora. Big up to you, bro. We have been seeing proper coaching can turn a play like Sancho, Dalot, Fred, and Langer. Now we need elite level manager and compete.
Yeah.
Love from India. Big up to India.
Big up India, man. A lot of love and respect.
When you look at Ralph Rangnick, right, and for me, the impact for me is clear, right? And I tweeted it, under before. And when I look at Ralph Rangnick, right, this is by the way, 15 games so far this season. Win percentage 53%. He's won 8 games, drawn 6, and how many of them 6 were down to the players not taking chances? Burnley. When you look at most of the games,
I personally think we're getting away with the fact that he's playing Scott McTominay as a CDM because he's not a CDM. But to me, the game that I questioned Ralph Rangnick was the Villa game. He didn't do anything to change the game. He didn't do anything to affect the game. But I like the fact that now he's learning from those mistakes.
Yeah, of course.
And now, to me, the biggest thing I would give him yesterday is the in-game management. He absolutely managed that brilliantly.
Yeah, 2 points per game, 1.3 goals scored per game. This is the key one, Laura did. Conceded 0.8 goals per game. And then if you look at Ollie's record in the first 17, 41 win percentage, conceded average goals of 1.71 per game. If you're looking at that, 0.8, 1.71.
Yeah. Listen.
For me, like I said to you, the impact for me is there to see. It's all about, for me, longevity, consistency, and also the month of March. That's where you'll see the true test of Man United Football Club. But for me, what a lot of people are not seeing for me is the clear improvement in terms of Rangnick, in terms of getting these guys playing in that 4-3-3 and making sure that these players understand there's a certain responsibility now. Nobody's coming out of that game now. You're thinking, right, have you played well? Bruno's got to come now, play well. Sancho's got to come in now. Everyone's got to come from the bench now and the impact in the game. And that's what I like. Let the cats in. And that's what you want to see, Lord, mostly, aren't you?
Of course.
You see that
100%.
People are understanding the system of Ralph Rangnick.
100%.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. That's what I love about him. Big up to Alex. They're struggling
to me. I think we're still vulnerable, FC. I think when teams get at us, but it's psychological with the players.
Yeah.
I still think we need to work harder. I still will put more demands on Pogba and Bruno off the ball.
Yeah, that's the ball. But what if they're not that kind of players so far?
No, you have to. Because I see Pogba doing it for France. I see Pogba doing it for France. So there's no excuse.
But also with the watch it. You got anything there?
Come here.
Oh my God, the things we have to do, people.
Come here.
Big up to you, Alex. Struggling to understand why Ollie benched Sancho. He needed a run of games. I'm glad he's getting regular starts now, quality player. But again, Ollie failed to understand that he had his favourites. And when he has his favourites, he realises, you know what? I can't do that. And that's what ultimately cost his job. You know what I mean? He kept his favourites, FC. He knew who was people were going to give him the good job and give him a solid performance. And he didn't want to try and test some of the things. And that's just as simple as that. Big up to Yusuf Ibrahim. He goes, the most important thing in the English game is winning the second ball. As Pep, he learned it the hard way in his first year. City ended 4th. You need players good in transition and have high football IQ. 100%. That is a very, very good point. Absolutely brilliant point. Big up to Yusuf Ibrahim. That for me is key there, Lordin. And if it
to me, every manager that's come to Man United, he wanted a CDM, a proper CDM. Now he's playing Scott McTominay, who's not really a CDM,
He's the closest CDM you're gonna get.
But
he's can't play.
But he's not.
For Man United, where Man United are, he's the closest to do it.
But he can't. He's horrendous, right? But other than barging into people, banging into people, what he did, what that game needed yesterday, it needed that. It needed,
of course.
We needed to have a fight.
Absolutely.
It's not just a football. You have to fight as well when you play against certain rivals, and there's a hostile environment. But for me, it has to make more demands on Bruno and Pogba to do more. Do more. He's gonna play that. He has to, and he can't go. For me, he can't just go with Bruno and Pogba in the Atletico game. He can't, because unless they're going to
be very physical, aggressive. You know what Simeone's team are like.
All Black has been average. This is the first season I've questioned.
I know
people have been questioning All Black, but I just hope that he doesn't fall. Our old nemesis is going to be there.
Suarez,
Mr. Ken Dodd. Those of you who know Ken Dodd, shout out Ken Dodd.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The vampire.
It's going to be a very, very interesting
Mr.
game.
Fighter.
What do you know? This Champions League is an interesting one, though. It's all about the luck of the draw. But when you look at United, right, and you look at the squad, and you look at the Ralph, what kind of pressure do United have in this Champions League? Yeah. Because I look at it and I think you get past through Atletico Madrid, who aren't playing great this season. Then you're in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Where can this United team go as far as in the Champions League, do you think? And I'll tell you the people in the comments as well.
One game at a time, mate. Wednesday, we'll see how it goes, and then we'll go again. But it's one game at a time. One game at a time.
Yeah, that's the feeling as well. You got Simeone.
He knows how to win a game.
That's the thing. That's the thing for me. Simeone knows how to win games.
This is one game where Man United can't make chances and miss them.
Yeah,
Man United have to, for us to get through. We have to be extremely clinical, Saeed. I'm talking about clinical. We get half a chance, there's got to be a goal, and then we can counter-attack them.
Because they're not quick, man. I watched them, this season, man. I watched them in games. I think it was at Levante at home they lost. You know what I mean? This is a very, very... For me, Simeone, I think, has he lost his touch? No. But I think things have got a little bit stale at Atletico Madrid. Yeah. It needs a bit of...
To be fair, I think the lockdown didn't help. The lockdown, the fact that they didn't play that often, I think all of that. I think, he's a momentum guy.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, he's a momentum guy. But I think sometimes, you know what? They need a fresh ideas, innit? Fresh coach. Unless you update your coaches, sometimes hearing the same voices can work. That's what the genius of Fergie was. Fergie would change up the coaches and the coaching staff. So, I mean, we will see. Everybody's been saying they've been bad. But we will see. Wednesday, we will see where they are. And we will see where
this will be a marker for me. This will be a marker.
For me, this is a marker for Pogba, Bruno, Sancho, all the players that you said played superb yesterday. It's a marker for them all. Marker for the captain, because I know who's going to play. That's the thing that hurts me.
Are you worried about the thin squad?
At the end of the day, it's
Cavani doing up, Managerial while it's got a belly. I mean, imagine one of the lads got that, mate. Oh, my God. How does he get away with it, Cavani?
Because the guy didn't want to be here, Saeed. He don't want to be here.
I can't believe Cavani, seriously. He says he's got a stomach pain, yeah, and he's going to the Managerial to the boxing fight, and then he has all the press.
Because the guy already told the football club doesn't want to be
and
here.
then we're giving him this PR of, birthday messages and saying thank you. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, oh my God, man. And it becomes a problem when the team is not together and he's not feeling it.
We're definitely going to need his energy.
We are, of course. And it's a Spanish team. He knows the Spanish style. You know what I mean? So again, it'll be interesting. You stay there. Where is he? Nagosa, Chip Sue says what United need is 4-4-2. Most teams overwhelm United in midfield because we lack numbers in the middle. Worse is that some of our forwards don't track back. The thing for me, this 4-3-3 system, what worries you the most, Nordin?
That the defensive discipline of Pogba and Bruno.
Yeah.
And the fact that Scott McTominay is not a number 6.
Yeah. You said Cavani should play ahead of Ronaldo. Ronaldo was no impact yesterday.
Now, to be fair, you know what?
Man? Bloody hell. It's difficult for him. Right, can you stay away there for me, please?
Grab him. Grab his little ras. Grab him.
There we go.
Grab your little ras.
These cats, man, Nordin. They're on you. Yep. We defeated a very weak Leeds. People are now talking we can win the Champions League, our fan base. No, we're not saying that. We're just assessing the situations. Your defense is poor and McTominay is reckless and not good enough. Last 8 will be it for United. Oof. It's crazy.
Yeah, of course. Listen, the form book says Man United are going out. But we're playing a team who's been really bad as us this season. Where are they in the league?
I'm not sure. I think they're like 4th, I think.
Somebody in the chat, look us up. Look it up for us.
Yeah, where are Atletico Madrid in the league?
Yeah. This is a Zuma free zone, mate. If Zuma comes in, Scholes is going to give him a 1-2. An absolute 1-2, mate. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang.
Fifth in the league. 5th in La Liga.
5th in La Liga. Well, they're not that far from us, are they?
So what I gather from you, Nordin, is that you're still worried about
massively
in-game management in terms of, these players and their mentality. That's what you're worried about.
I'm worried about we're putting like a square peg around holes, mate. Square peg around round holes. That's what square peg around holes, right? Is FC. That's what Man United are. We've done it for 9 years. We're always trying to convert people who are not there. Scott McTominay is not a number 6. And in Europe, in the Champions League,
us a game yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. Could have got sent off. Yeah. And you know what? It could come to haunt us. It could really haunt us seriously. Now that Scott McTominay is going through this, I thought he had a decent game yesterday. He played well. You know what?
I think he had a lot of passion. Listen, but again, but certain decisions kept giving the ball away. Kept giving the ball. I think it was the one that passed it to Bruno. Yeah. And then Bruno lost the ball. You know what I mean? Big up to Edito. He says, "As he farted on me. He farted on me. Oh my God, he farted on me. I knew I smelled something, man. He farted. I think it's you, Nuruddin. You know, you need to tell him stay away from you because he always fart in front of you."
You know what? I give him a little strokes and they get comfortable and everything. Like, let me welcome Saeed.
If only you could smell that, man.
Giddy watch, mate. That's what they do. Giddy watch.
They told me to calm down. That's why. Big up to Adita. He says, "City, clip this. We are either becoming Everton or Liverpool. Either will be a mid-table club, or win titles after decades. We need
change at the top. Revolutionary manager. Yeah, 100%." 100%.
Because right now we're deciding whether Liverpool or Thingy win the league or Man City win the league. That's where we're at right now. You know, by the way, who would you want to win the league?
Seed off. You let them know. We need a seed off. That's what we need. We need a seed off.
Who you wanted to win the league?
Who I want to win the league?
If you were to choose one club to win the league, and by the way, get in the comments as well.
One club to win the league.
If you know either Man City, because they're going for it right now, Man City or Liverpool. If you had to choose one,
I don't want to end that song in it.
Yeah, 20 times.
20 times, Man United. That's one of my favorite songs.
Mate, these are crazy, man. Yeah. City can't let Liverpool get to 20. Yeah. Listen, but United are the ones for me that have let this happen, though, when you look at it, really. You know what I mean? We let Liverpool and Man City get to this level. We were 5 years ahead.
We're owned by clowns, managed by clowns. Our football structure is full of clowns. And that's what I've got to big up Ralph Rangnick. The guy asked him, what's Darren Fletcher's role? I don't know. Exactly. Yeah. He's imposed. Darren Fletcher's the one that interviewed him with John Murtagh. That just tells you what.
And it's not asked about saying to him, yo, listen, this is how I feel about you. This is how I feel about you.
That's why I just say, you know what? One thing about him is refreshing. He's refreshingly honest. He's now he's getting into the PR a little bit. Like yesterday, comments like the fighting spirit. I'm like, come on, Ralph. You know it's Leeds, yeah? It's Leeds.
Nuruddin Saeed, who do you think finishes top 4 in your opinion? That was a big result for Conte on Saturday. And you know what, man? That could change the season. Harry Kane could be the
confidence. The confidence can be used. Harry Kane scoring goals again. Can match win it and he's there in it. It can be like he was match winner, isn't it?
Yeah, match winner. Yeah. You know what? That's the thing for me. Have we got a striker on form? You know, in Ronaldo to help us this, or have we got to rely on the fact that Sancho?
To be fair, you know what? I actually think the game was too hectic for Ronaldo. He had that first chance, didn't he? He had that chance, the first chance, didn't he?
I was very harsh. He should have scored.
He should have scored. He should have. You know what? For him, especially for him, he could have dinked it. But to be fair, it was a decent save by the goalkeeper. But I think Atletico. I'm expecting the real Ronaldo to turn up, mate, because. I don't think anybody's banged in so many goals against them like he has.
Nah, I think he's got the most goals against Atletico. He's their nemesis.
So let's hope that Ronaldo turns up. By the way, there's nearly 450.
Yeah, please smash a like on the video.
Smash a like on the video. And remember, we're live straight after this on my channel where you can ring in and ask your questions.
Saeed, Rangers fans are not happy with Ahmad at the moment. He looks like a boy lost. You know, you said you weren't happy with that, and I was like, "Oh my God, why are you complaining again?"
Nah, I wasn't.
But again, why were you happy with that?
I just think the Championship would have been more different. I just think Scotland, at the moment, they're going through bad state because they got a new manager, and he's installing his style into them. But he missed the he hit the bar. I don't know. What can they complain? He hit the bar. You know what I mean? He came on and he made an impact. Any other day he scores, that's a goal. But for me, honestly, I just don't like Rangers. I'm sorry to say it. I just don't like Rangers. For some reason, I got nothing against Rangers fans or Rangers, but I just don't like any of our players associated with their. Even though Fergie was a striker.
Did Johnny play on them?
The way they treated Fergie, that's it. I've got it. The way they treated Fergie.
Did Donny play on the weekend as well?
Donny played on the weekend, but Southampton are on fire at the moment.
Fire, mate. You know what, man?
Wolves. They're peaking right now. Wolves.
Yesterday, oh my God,
absolutely got battered yesterday.
I know, but again,
that was the worst performance ever.
Performance
but I'm telling you now. I'm gonna tell you all now. the best control and touch in the Premier League in Europe. One of the best. Podence, mate. That kid's touch.
I told you about
that
him,
kid's football touch. No, sorry, no, I'm not talking about anything else. I'm talking about his touch and control. Like his first touch is honestly Zidane-like. I'm not saying he's Zidane, but his first touch.
He reminds me of Hazard, man.
It's incredible, of course.
He plays
He does the way he twists
low
and turns.
sense of gravity.
But I was so happy to see Neto back as well. Yeah. You know how much I rate Neto. I'll take Neto like that right now to play Man United on the right hand side. Like if I was in charge. Neto is coming, mate. It is in.
He'd be a real player.
Neto for me would be a no absolute brainer, and I would go and get him at the end of the season. Me personally, even with his fractured knee, because that kid has got things to do. But Podence, his first touch. Listen to me, Podance's first touch. Nah, I prefer Neto, even though he's been out for a year. Neto for me, what he's showing me,
the impact he came on.
Nah, listen, yeah, but Neto, what Neto showing me is levels, man. But I am telling you now, he is so Podence. He doesn't score if the first touch is not right. It's his movement, right, for that second goal against Leicester. And it's the first touch, and the ball comes, he plucks it out of the air.
Of course.
Like, almost has got velvet feet. Like, just Velcro, just sticks to him.
Yeah, I know.
It's unbelievable, mate.
But they didn't play well yesterday. But again,
that was the worst performance I've seen this season from Wolves. And to be fair to Leicester, if they have decent,
they've got a lot of injuries as well.
They've had five. The same Leeds 5 players out. If those guys play, they're scoring some of those chances. And for something that's like meat and drink, right? Like meat and drink for Tillemans and for what's his name, the kid that came from Norwich. Both of them miss sitters.
I know.
For them, that's such a big chance for them because they've got the technique to bend it either way.
But that feeling when you look, they got the same amount of wins that they had right now for the whole of last season. That manager's doing very, very well, man. And that's why for me, these absolute spam accounts, man.
You know what the thing about it is that at least you live in their heads rent free. Yeah, I always show them for what they are because I'm like, you're paying my water and my electricity. That's how bad it is mentally.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's absolutely
if Man United are smart, they will go for Ten Hag. He's developed himself to be an absolute top manager. And they're not
going to. We're going to talk about it on my channel, but all the news I got.
You know what, man? I'm not liking what Jamie Jackson said the other day.
Listen, I took a call today. You see what he said? I took a call today.
Yeah.
And basically, Man United hierarchy are going all out to go and get Poch. The only thing that could save us, Olachino. They're going all out. They're going to go and get Olachino. They're going to get Olachino. The only thing that could save us if Real Madrid tempt him. That's the only thing that could save us.
The thing with Pochettino is that he's losing his magic. You know what I mean? Like I said to you.
So listen, Man United always get damaged managers. We want somebody on the up so we can go on a journey with them. On the up. Call me crazy. I'd rather take Potter.
Mate, Potter, you can't. After what he did, at United, for me, you can't dismiss him. Even though he got beat 3-0 by Burnley, which I thought was a freak result. But again, I always tell you about that manager, Sean Dyche. He always finds a way to get out of his relegation battle. Someone saying, ask him about the Arsenal judge doing the judge. Listen, man, they got the win yesterday. You know their record against the lesser teams are very, very high. That for me is a worrying sign, Because you know why? Normally it's the opposite.
I know they've got a lot of players. They've got a lot of they got them play a lot of those teams in the running as well.
There you go, and they got us as well coming up. So again, Arsenal.
Big up Zayn Miassi came on my channel last night.
Yeah, big up Zayn Miassi, man.
And absolutely did a madness with his super chat. So. Big up, Zayn Miassi. And we found out he's actually half Palestinian. So big up, man.
Is he?
Viva Palestina.
Yeah, man. Big up, man.
Big up, Zayn Miassi.
Real Madrid are not going for Pochettino. Lol. It depends if if Ancelotti gets.
Ancelotti's getting sacked, man.
Yeah, I know, man. I know. And that guy Perez doesn't mess around, mate. Once you're out,
apparently, seriously, there's a link. There was a lot of link. There are a lot of rumors of him going to Real Madrid. So I just want Olachino to go to Real, and we get Ten Hag, mate. Or somebody else. To me, I just don't want. He's damaged, mate. He's damaged. How can he finish second in a one-horse race?
Yeah, no. Don't waste 100 million on Rice with that money.
So I already said. Listen to me. I already put the tweet out there.
Why do you like Rice, man?
Listen, no. Listen, if Man United spent anywhere around 80 to 70 million on Rice,
70 million is not worth it.
I'm gonna walk away from football. I'm gonna watch. I'm watching horse racing, mate.
70 million.
Get me down the bookies, mate.
70 million on a Premier League proven player.
No chance. No chance, mate. With
that
money, with 80 million, we could buy 2 brilliant young players who are on the up, mate.
How much is Tuchel
Ralph
worth then?
You know what? Declan Rice, my words, it's not the savior to save Man United. He's not that guy. Man United need a ball playing CDM. We need somebody who can pass that ball and who's got energy to get about.
Seriously, man.
See what I mean? Falling. You know what? You know what? I don't blame.
I'm not falling. Listen, I don't like this.
Listen, I don't blame. Listen to me. It's not a hate.
Man. I don't like this.
He's a decent player. He's a decent player. He's a decent player. He is a good player who's having a good season. He had a good season last year.
Seasons.
Yeah, he's had 2 good seasons, but it's not Man United quality. I'm sorry. If Man United want to go back to challenging for league titles, if you want Man United,
if Man City going for Declan Rice, is he rated?
Listen, I'm not asked what other clubs are going for. I'm just trying. I'm explaining. I'm going to explain to you. I'm explaining this to you, right? Declan Rice is a decent player, but the hype that surrounds him because of his English tax and all of that,
that's not down to
propaganda.
Him,
but the propaganda that surrounds him, he's not. I've seen Chouameni play, and Chouameni is levels in terms of technical abilities and awareness at his age. If you look at the same age, Chouameni and Declan Rice, levels, mate.
You know, by the way, people, we have no say in transfers.
No, but I'm just asking a question. Like, somebody asked a question, I'm going to say, Declan Rice will be the great hype like Maguire was.
You know what? I don't think that happens anymore because United are desperate anyway. United will have to pay over the odds for players anyway. We played it for Maguire. We played it for Wan-Bissaka. It all depends on the recruitment strategy. I personally don't think United will go for Declan Rice anyway.
As long as Matt Judge is in charge, it's not changed.
Right?
As long as Matt Judge is in charge of negotiating, Man United, I can see Man United spending 90 million on Declan Rice, and that to me would break me. I swear to God,
it wouldn't break you.
Shut up, Saeed. It would break me. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Money.
Get bet. No, it's the fans' money. It's all of our money.
Shut up, man.
No, Saeed, I'm not having it. It would break me. Mark my words, it would break me. Because it's another Maguire. And Maguire for me is the biggest hoax. It's the biggest hoax.
It would have been another Maguire.
It's going to be another Maguire. It is.
Why?
It is, mate.
But you know,
he's a decent player. He's not that good. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
He's a decent player.
See what you're going to say. He's not that great.
No, listen, Saeed.
You want to say that?
He's not a well beater. I'm sorry. I watched him for England.
Come on,
I watched him listen to me. Listen, I watched him for
overrated.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm not having this slander, man.
Thank you.
Thank
you. Who's coming for me there? Nuruddin. Exactly. Thank you.
No,
thank you.
Declan Rice is not overrated.
He's overrated.
Why are you looking at his price tag though?
I
feel like a lot of fans these days, you know what they do? They look at his price tag, and they judge him on his price tag. That's what you do.
No, listen.
I'm judging him. If I said Declan Rice
to me
was going for 50 million,
to me it would be another L, a massive L if Man United were to spend 90 million or 100 million.
He's worth 30 million.
No, mate. At the most, he's worth 40. At the most, 40. That's it. 40, mate.
No, I think for me, if United got him for 50 million, that would be good business. Yes or no?
You're pushing it there.
I'm pushing it there.
You're pushing
it there. If United got him for 50 million.
Pay over 7 years. Yeah, I'll take it. Hey? Littlewoods. Do a Littlewoods catalog like Arsenal do.
Norrie.com.
You know what? Those of you who don't know, ask your parents what a Littlewoods catalog is.
The thing is, right, it all depends on recruitment. Would Declan Rice be at the top and just buy solely Declan Rice? No, because I think we need 2 midfielders. United need, especially when you're losing Paul Pogba. If United lose Paul Pogba and they only get Declan Rice, that's what I'm worried, Nuruddin. Because at the end of the day, you've not spent your money well.
That's the player I was forgetting. Madison's
a good player as well.
Yeah, no, Maddison and Tielemans, they were hitting. They were not on fire, but they got away with it.
He's worth 60 million, but 80 million.
He's not.
That's what exactly. Again,
he's not worth 60 million.
That kind of money is you're paying over the odds.
If you ask me, who would I go and get? I would get Chouameni. I would get the German kid.
You say you talk about Woodward not being a good negotiator. So why you have an expectation that Man United will go and get Chouameni?
Because he's got a higher.
But again, you said
to be better.
Woodward is not good at his job.
But that's it's not Woodward. Woodward's Matt Judge. I'm talking about Matt Judge.
Yeah,
Matt Judge and the transfer. But I expect Man United to get caught up in the hype. I expect Man United to get caught up in the hype, right? Not do their due diligence. Go and buy Rice. And then he's trending every week on Twitter because he is not that level. He's not the savior to save Man United. The biggest thing for me is that you go and get a manager who has a system, who can coach players to get better, and then you can go and get players. Then you can say, I'll bring this player, I'll bring that player.
Ten Hag. If we get Pochettino, he might go get Declan Rice. You know that.
Good
Ten Hag brings
all I'm saying to you, if Man United go and get Declan Rice, right, and Man United just get Declan Rice and think Declan Rice the answer. See, another 10 years, me and you will still be on here, mate. We'll be here talking about Man United. Exactly. We'll be into the thousands, like Joe Rogan. Big up. Yeah. We'll be into the thousands, mate.
Big up Yusuf Ibrahim. He says, guys, if we get Poch, he will raid Ajax. He did it at Spurs, Eriksen, Vertonghen, etc. Poch, Ten Hag. Poch, Ten Hag, much of a muchness.
No.
He's outthought Ancelotti last week.
Nah,
we get in De Jong.
Nah. So, you know what, Yusuf Ibrahim, I love and respect your brother, but there's a manager on the up and there's a manager on the way down. Man United always get the damaged managers.
Noreen, why do you like Ten Hag so much?
I like Ten Hag because he's a guy who's on the up. He's innovative. He's even innovative. He is an innovative manager, and his win ratio for Ajax is incredible.
That's not his game, Angel, but yeah.
Yeah, he is to me, he's on the up. He's exciting. He's not on the way down. He's not being damaged. Yeah. And for me, how can Poch go there, even if it's January, goes there mid-season, and he finishes second in a one-horse race?
Yeah. My thing is, it depends on recruitment.
And you've got that talent, you've got that squad at PSG. Yeah. I won't mind if he went to Monaco. You know what I mean? Or Lyon.
Yeah.
Or Marseille.
Yeah.
Nah, mate.
I think it all depends.
To me, the guy doesn't make substitutions. His in-game management is horrendous. He tactically, to be fair, he makes tactical changes. Very
good, yeah.
But when it comes to substitutions, you think Oli was bad. Oh my God, you ain't seen nothing yet.
I know.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
And also, he's always got that freak result out of him. You know what I mean? I don't think he can control games, by the way. He can't control games. He's more of a pragmatic approach where that kind of game against Real Madrid, where it's a one-off game, he can have that very, very. But when you need to go on the front foot,
Real Madrid play like that because somehow UEFA Muppets, right?
I think UEFA were negative.
Listen, UEFA Muppets took away the away goal.
Yeah,
why? Somebody please answer me. Why did UEFA? Why are you doing that? Why are you making the Champions League more defensive?
And it's five subs as well. So again, the whole Champions League now is.
No. Listen, I don't mind the 5 subs. We've been in a global pandemic. I don't mind that, right? What I don't mind, why are you taking away the initiative so their away team to go and attack? Because some teams are going to be super defensive.
But the 5 subs did help Liverpool, though, man. It brought on 4 subs and then
listen,
they changed the game.
Listen, it helps, but it can help also Inter Milan. Inter Milan have got a squad; they can use that.
Big up to Nick Van Dam. Every single day I watch content creators on YouTube. Everything is just negative. Can we just have one day positive? We won a crucial game. Just one day. That's what I'm on, Nick. Don't worry, pal. Nick, I've got your back.
No, Nick, you know what? Nick Van Dijk, big up, bro. Come on my channel in about 5 minutes, right? We're going to go live on my channel. So come on there and then tell me what's to be positive about. Of course, I'm positive about beating Leeds. Like I said to you, I nearly lost my life in Leeds, mate. I would have been serious.
I think Ralph Rangnick.
So beating Leeds always, but I'm not falling for the propaganda by the football club because we beat Leeds who play in a specific way. Sorry, 2 games, 2 wins don't forget me the whole season and what's going on at the football club. Where the interim manager comes out and says, "My number 2, I don't know what his role is."
Yeah. But also, we should look at isolated reasons.
No, I'm happy. Listen, I was happy. Like I said to you, I was happy. Ralph Rangnick actually is refreshing.
Yeah.
Would Oli have any other manager would have come out and said, "I don't know what this guy's doing."
Exactly.
So I big him up. And his in-game management yesterday was, I said, I don't know if you come late to the show, but I said his in-game management was good as I've ever seen. Was terrific. Against my better judgment. He shot me up. Fans like me up.
Yeah, of course. I think for me, like I said to you, I think the impact is there. I think he's showing signs that he's capable of taking us to the end of the season.
But listen, Wednesday will be a test.
Yeah.
And next month will be a test. So Ralph Rangnick, all of that, everything you said, I agree, mostly. But obviously, I put it with the caveat.
I think you should be surprised by the Manchester derby. I think, you know what, man? Them City lot over there have got something coming, mate, because I look at Ralph Rangnick, and if he can, I think he's got...
To me, Martial's been the match winner for us every time there. Martial's been the best player. So Man United need a player who can hold the ball, who can buy fouls when we need to get out. So for me, we'll see what happens with that Martial. Martial, for me, in the last 3 years when we've been away to Man City, he's been the guy, mate, the guy to go to because he holds the ball up. He holds the ball up. Under Oli, Martial playing through the middle, and they can't cope with Martial's pace going left. And he scored some crucial goals in crucial times in that game. So for me, we're going to see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Yusuf Ibrahim, big up to you. He goes, English players not so technical enough to play Ten Hag's system. Remember LVG, we were bored to death. Sorry, Lord, Ten Hag could be a disaster.
Nah, mate, I'm sorry to say about that.
You know what? Nobody, if he doesn't have the players, of course, I think he will.
Listen, I think he will. He's the only man who's had the best players all ripped from him. Then he goes and wins the league next season. Yeah, true. How? Tell me what manager does that? Gets rid of 5-6 players, the best players, and then goes and wins the league. Yeah, exactly. So we'll see. Predictions tomorrow. I'm going to go for a Wednesday. No, it's Wednesday, not tomorrow.
So yeah, Wednesday, people.
Man United needs to. Well, it's not away goal, doesn't count anymore. But I think
United win 2-0.
I think Atletico going to be super defensive.
2-0 United.
For me, we have to score.
We're not conceding goals, man. Obviously, we did concede goals, but not to the rate I expect. And Atletico Madrid, I think we'll hit them on a counter. 2-0 United.
They're going to come out and attack us, you reckon?
No, I think it will be cagey, but I think they won't be able to cope with Sancho.
I think it might be a snooze draw, people. It could be one of an exciting football game, but if Man United go down and score first, I think we could have an exciting game. But if they score first, Saeed, they're going to shut the door, mate.
Lord, have you been to Brazil?
Yeah, been to Brazil, twice.
Yeah.
Twice.
1-1 draw, 0-0, 3-1 United. Yeah. That's because Ajax ecosystem helped him to rebuild. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, no, it's a fact. You need to have a decent football structure to help him. I understand that. I concede that. Yeah. But Olachuno for me ain't the answer because he's damaged me. I say it again. How can you finish second in a one-horse race?
Yeah. 1-1. Cool. Yeah, cool. Right.
I think one thing I would say about it is Man United have to go out to score. Not because of the way, but to me, it's just to put the doubt in the minds of Atletico Madrid.
But I think we need
because if they score first, Saeed.
Yeah. Good night, Vienna. I know.
Good night, Vienna is, mate.
That's why I think we need to go out there with 2 goals, whether it's 3-1 or 2-1.
We need to score first.
Or 2-0.
Man United need to score first, and then they have to come out, and then we can hit them on the counter.
Yeah, that's why I said that's what I think will happen. So people, we're going to go head over to Real United Therapy, people. Please, guys, like the video on your way out, people. Like the video. You know, Nora's doing a calling show tonight. I will do one tomorrow night before the Champions League night. So tune in for that one, people. Positive people. Let's be having your Leeds in the mud.
Leeds in the mud, mate. Leeds in the mud. The scum got shut up, mate. Got shut up.
Absolutely.
They got silenced.
There we go.
They waited for it for 18 years.
Yeah.
And there you go. They took 4. This season, they took how many goals? They've took 9.
Yeah.
9. And we conceded 2. Did they score 2? Was it 2-1 or was it 5-1? Well, Leeds when we played them at Old Trafford.
They scored 1.
Was 1. Okay, so they scored 3 and we give them 9. So hold tight. But they're a very unique team.
Yeah, there you go, people. But
big up Ralph Rangnick, if that's a positive for you, for the in-game management. Absolutely. Fantastic. Against all our better judgment, he called it and he called it right and he worked for it. So big
absolutely. Ralph Impact is showing people. Like the video, subscribe to both channels. I will see you soon, guys. Take care.
Peace.
Bye, peace.